Before the chaos, before the headlines, before the collective known as AMP, there was just Dontavius Tony Dennis, a kid born and raised in Greenville, South Carolina, with the grit and determination that came with it. His world wasn't a digital one. It was one of concrete and asphalt, of neighborhood courts and the relentless pursuit of a dream. That dream, for as long as he could remember, was basketball. He had a natural talent, a fire in his belly, and for years he believed the squeak of his shoes on the court would be the soundtrack to his life. He pushed himself, driven by the hope of a scholarship, of a professional career. But sometimes the universe has a way of redirecting your path, of showing you that the journey you're on isn't the one you're meant for. The basketball dream, for reasons known only to him, faded. The court was no longer his destiny. This left a void, a question mark where his future once was a certainty. And in that moment of uncertainty, Duke made a decision that would define a new chapter of his life. He joined the United States military. For 4 years he served. He was a soldier, a part of a much larger mission. This was no game. It was a test of his physical and mental fortitude. Stationed in Germany, he learned about discipline, about working as part of a cohesive unit, and about the weight of responsibility. The military stripped away the old identity and forged a new one. It taught him how to handle pressure, how to adapt to new environments, and how to stay grounded when everything around you is in motion. This experience, far from the spotlight, was the crucible that would shape the foundation of his future success. It gave him the mental toughness to persevere, even when the odds seemed stacked against him. When he left the military, the world was a different place. The digital landscape was exploding, and a new kind of celebrity was being born, the content creator. Duke, with his newfound maturity and a passion for video games that had been a constant throughout his life, saw an opportunity. In 2013, he started a YouTube channel, but the early days were a quiet grind. It wasn't an overnight success story. He didn't have a plan. He was just a guy with a camera and a love for the NBA 2K franchise. He was learning on the fly, finding his voice and his audience one video at a time. It was a slow burn, but it was honest. By 2016, something clicked. With a clearer sense of purpose and a more refined approach, he began uploading videos consistently. His personality, a blend of witty trash talk, authentic reactions, and a laid-back demeanor, started to resonate. He introduced the world to Deeblock Duke, a persona that wasn't a character at all, but a genuine extension of himself. His videos weren't flashy. They were raw, uncut, and deeply personal. He would react to viral videos, share stories from his life, and, of course, dominate in NBA 2K. His fans weren't just subscribers. They were a community. They felt like they knew him, like they were part of his inner circle. This authenticity was his superpower. His hard work paid off. His channel began to explode, and he became a recognized name in the gaming community. This new fame opened doors, leading him to a group of like-minded creators who would become his second family. They were Cenat, Agent 00, Phantom, and others. Together they formed AMP, standing for Any Means Possible. This wasn't just a collaboration, it was a movement. The AMP house became a laboratory for content, a place where gaming videos evolved into viral vlogs, challenges, and unscripted moments that captivated millions. Duke's role was crucial. He was the seasoned veteran, the voice of reason, and the calm in the storm. His leadership and magnetic personality helped anchor the group, solidifying their status as one of the most influential collectives in the digital space. They were a team, working together with a shared vision, a concept Duke had learned years ago on the basketball court and in the military. And so we arrive at the present, to a moment that, for a few chaotic minutes, threatened to unravel the carefully constructed world he had built. A video went viral, showing Duke Dennis, his hands cuffed, seated on the floor of a San Antonio mall, surrounded by police. The headlines were immediate and sensational. "Duke Dennis arrested," they screamed, painting a picture of a streamer gone rogue. The internet, a place he had mastered, turned on him with a flurry of speculation and judgment. The charges were criminal trespassing and evading arrest. The truth, as it so often is, was far more nuanced than the headlines suggested. The incident was not a random act of defiance. It was a content shoot. Duke and the AMP members were filming a hide-and-seek video, a harmless concept that had become a staple of their brand. The plan was simple: create an engaging, entertaining video for their fans. But in a public space with a massive following, a simple plan can quickly spiral out of control. The sheer volume of people who followed the group, the noise, the chaos, it all became a liability. The mall staff, concerned for the safety of patrons, called the police. What started as a game of hide-and-seek ended with Duke on the floor, facing real-world consequences. This moment, in a way, is a bridge between all the chapters of his life. The arrest is a reminder of the unexpected curveballs that life throws, a lesson he first learned when his basketball dream ended. It's a test of the resilience he gained from his military service, forcing him to navigate a public crisis with the same composure he once used to navigate a foreign land. It's a challenge to the authenticity he built on YouTube, as he must now defend his intentions against a narrative crafted by a short, viral clip. It's a moment that forces him to reconcile the digital world he thrives in with the physical world that has rules and consequences. The incident is not a reflection of his character, but a moment of intersection between fame and reality. It's a footnote in a much larger story of ambition, hard work, and relentless adaptation. From a kid with a ball, to a soldier with a mission, to a content creator with a massive following, Duke Dennis's life is a testament to the fact that you can reinvent yourself, find your passion, and build an empire. The arrest is a new chapter, a new lesson, and a new challenge that he will face with the same determination that has defined his journey from the very beginning.